AI seemed capable of doing everything with great ease. And after seeing everything it was capable of, companies began adopting AI exponentially. They incorporated it into their processes and realized that it was extremely cheap. But precisely because of its low costs, AI also began to bring problems.
AI company called Anthropic is raising alarms tonight about AI's potential impact on employment that could soon be felt.
The AI bill has come due. Annual budgets blown through in weeks. And now companies are facing a choice nobody has ever had to make before: tokens or humans.
Imagine being a tech CEO today. You just fired your entire customer support team and replaced them with this amazing AI agent. The software never sleeps. It does not demand a salary. So you as CEO fall asleep thinking that you saved millions of dollars. And then you wake up, you open your email, and there's an automatic bill waiting for you. And it is for $47,000.
Get this, one consultant told Axios a client accidentally spent $500 million on AI in just a month. The unnamed company failed to put usage caps on Claude licenses for its workers.
Your AI agent did not solve you a single customer ticket. Instead, it got confused with a website error and it spent 11 days arguing with itself. It processed millions of words per second in a loop, and now you must pay for every single one of those letters. Silicon Valley promised CEOs cheap digital workers, but big companies are now hitting a brutal wall because these automated systems are triggering huge cloud billing errors. And in many cases, AI is now costing far more than human workers.
Some companies like Uber and Microsoft are starting to second-guess aggressive AI adoption. That's partly because the cost of using AI can exceed the cost of human employees.
Now these massive bills are finally coming due. When a company hires a human worker, they're more or less paying for time. If an analyst spends 1 hour on a tough problem, that hour costs the company $25. The financial risk is strictly capped by the clock, but artificial intelligence operates in a completely different world. AI vendors do not bill based on time. They charge by tokens. A token is a tiny fraction of a word. This is like the old school factory piecework. If AI solves a problem instantly, it costs fractions of a cent. But automated agents do not stop after one try. They are built to think through continuous loops. They see a problem and they make a plan. They take action and they watch the result. And if the result is wrong, the agent tries again, and you as a CEO would be billed for every single step of this process, which leads directly to the verbosity trap. People think that feeding giant documents to the AI is the expensive part of using AI, but that is actually incorrect. Models charge much more to write text than to read it. Output tokens usually cost 3 to 10 times more than input tokens. So when an agent runs on its own, it's writing massive internal monologues. It drafts these long repetitive action summaries to itself, and then it reads these wordy notes to track its own work. But because the AI is talking to itself at a premium, you are the one who has to pay for that. So the bill that the company receives at the end of the day is favoring expensive outputs. Talking to itself, though, as an agent is just the beginning. What happens when this digital worker, aka an AI agent, forgets what it was doing? So unlike a human brain, an AI has no continuous memory. Every time it takes a step, it forgets and wakes up with amnesia. To know what is happening, it has to reread everything. It basically ingests the entire history up to the exact second. Imagine a worker being paid for every single word that they read. Now imagine that the worker turns to page 2, but they have to basically start all over again and read page 1 first. The company, you, the CEO, are getting charged for those same words again. This basically starts to create a financial nightmare for the company, and engineers are calling it quadratic cost accumulation. So let's look at a very, very simple AI agent workflow and loop. If an agent writes 1,000 tokens per step, you might think that the math is pretty simple. If there's 20 steps and the final bill is 20,000 tokens, but that's wrong. Step 1, the AI reads 1,000 tokens. Step 2, it reads step 1 plus step 2. So step 2 is not another 1,000 tokens. Step 2 is 2,000 tokens, making step 1 plus step 2 3,000 tokens. The vendor would bill the company for the whole history on every single call. So that 20-step loop is not billing for $20,000, it is billing for over 210,000 tokens. In one test, a 10-step loop was able to swallow nearly 500,000 tokens, and it was 43 times more expensive than a single basic prompt. Worse yet, most of those tokens were totally useless. and the AI was forced to process dead data on every turn. The computing math happens when every AI works perfectly, but what happens when the machine actually makes a mistake? When a human worker gets confused, they stop, they ask for help, that failure naturally caps the financial loss. But the AI agents do not have the common sense to give up. This creates a trap known as the failure premium. So think about the basic internet security CAPTCHA test. You've all encountered this before. When you want to go online, log into an account, purchase something, you get this like CAPTCHA test where you have to click traffic lights or bridges or cars, and half the time you can't even really see, you really know what you're clicking. If a human sees a prompt to click traffic lights, they do it instantly. When an agent hits that same security wall, it freezes because it cannot read the images. But instead of quitting, it assumes that the data is hidden in the code. So what an agent would actually do is download the webpage HTML and scan every single line, and it basically crashes. And then it immediately restarts and tries again. In this exact instance, there was a developer who said that his agent ended up burning $35 in just a couple of minutes. And it was basically just refreshing this CAPTCHA security screen that it couldn't pass. Another startup founder left his laptop to go to a music festival. He programmed his AI to play 3 image scenes, and when he was gone, the AI hallucinated and tried to build 22 scenes. Then these digital agents then started arguing over minor details like hair shading. The tasks ended up crashing, but cloud servers automatically heal broken processes. And so what happened is that the servers assumed the crash was a glitch and they revived the AI. And so for 72 hours, these digital agents were basically fighting in the background over hair shading. The founder was slapped a $700 bill for this. The cloud infrastructure is basically actively feeding these logic loops. The servers actually trigger retry cycles. This allows for vendors to just keep printing money even if the agents are failing or not working. And so independent developers were actually one of the first victims of these huge runaway bills. But what happens when a giant company ignores the math? The token economics crisis is not just a startup problem anymore. A recent McKinsey survey revealed a pretty scary trend, and that is that corporate spending on language models tripled in just the last 12 months, and nearly 93% of companies blew past their AI budgets. 20% of organizations out there are actually now limiting AI access because of the operating costs. The daily expenses are really high to justify, creating this financial panic for companies who use a lot of AI. Let's talk about Uber as an example. Back then, leadership wanted to supercharge their 5,000 engineers, so they pushed their teams to adopt new autonomous coding agent. And to force compliance, management created an internal leaderboard, literally ranking teams based on how many AI tokens that they consumed. This is what they call in tech as token-maxxing. Burning massive compute power is now a status symbol amongst Silicon Valley tech companies.
I think that's like the defining question. Like, will you have control over your own tools, or will your tools have control over you? Using OpenClaw these days is like driving a Ferrari, and it's like exhilarating. It's insane. Like, you get to do things, like it figures things out you would never think a machine could figure out, and it does it so quickly. But then it's also like a Ferrari, and that you better be a mechanic.
It is now a game to see who can spend the most, and it's working so well. Adoption is skyrocketing, but it's really expensive, and financial reality is actually hitting.
Something has gone completely wrong, and the basic view among enterprises in this country is, I'm going to chillax and waste my time with tokens. I'm going to get no value, and they're going to get my IP.
Because heavy users are now starting to burn up to $2,000 a month per user. Uber exhausted its entire AI annual budget by April, and that was just 4 months into the fiscal year. So executives basically realized that all of this massive spending was not actually improving their product at all. And so they were faced with this choice between software bills and keeping human staff. Uber is not the only company that hit the wall. Tesla relies heavily on AI. Elon Musk actually was recently forced to slam the brakes and put a cap onto how much Tesla engineers can actually burn a week using third-party models. And so management officially capped every employee.
What are those people doing?
Yeah,
because if there's that much unemployment, is that not how revolutions start?
Yeah, no, this is the outcome we want to prevent. This is absolutely the outcome we want to prevent. I think there's a few places. None of them are guaranteed, we're not sure, but there's the physical world.
So the biggest tech companies out there have realized that they can't just afford unlimited AI usage. So what is the actual solution for cheaper labor that the whole AI problem was designed to fix in the first place? Corporations are now learning a very expensive lesson. AI requires constant human oversight, and it's introducing this new penalty known as the oversight tax. Because models make mistakes, you cannot leave them completely unsupervised. If a manager has to edit an AI report and the company had to pay for the AI tokens for the agent or for the AI to create the report in the first place, then the company is now paying twice. And so the company pays the token bill and the manager's salary. Companies are trying to fix this by adding basic safety railguards in how they use AI agents, but it's also triggering additional tax because defensive training on these AIs actually breaks down the basic logic of the software. And so agents become paralyzed and they end up refusing basic commands. Then this confusion basically sparks the loops that hurt budgets. So financial data actually reveals a really stunning fact, and that is that Gartner predicts resolving a customer ticket with AI is actually going to cost over $3 by 2030. That math makes autonomous software more expensive than offshore labor as of right now. Right now, hiring a worker overseas is actually potentially a better deal than getting an AI agent to do the work. Their hourly rate is actually more predictable, and it's not suspect to compute price surges if there are errors. This whole dream of free digital labor and AI taking people's jobs is somewhat being challenged and crumbling. Code relies on physical data centers and massive power grids. Physics and electricity always collect their debts.